Hello, dear students. This is RHS Prasad, lecturer in chemistry, PSM College, Ramachandrapuram. In the previous classes onwards, we are discussing about the decomposition techniques in analysis. In the previous classes, we have discussed about the decomposition of samples by acids. Next, decomposition by fusion. Now, in this class, we are going to discuss about the decomposition by sintering. Sintering is nothing but it is a process of compacting and forming a solid mass of material by heat or pressure. So, in this, the material which is to be decomposed or the sample which is to be decomposed will be converted into a solid mass. So by dissolving the solid mass into suitable solvent, then we can get the solution state. So what are the advantages of sintering over fusion? In fusion, what happens is the sample will be converted into a liquid state that may corrode the fusion vessel. But in sintering process, there is no corrosion of vessel takes place. Means we can prevent the foreign material to the sample. So, in order to overcome the problems arrived from fusion, sintering process can be used for the decomposition of sample. In sintering process, the amount of flux is limited to minimum and the mixture is sinters instead of fusing. Sinters means it can form a hard material which can be dissolved easily. Thus, the corrosion of the crucible walls is minimized. The clinker formed, the clinker is nothing but the solid material which is formed in sintering process. The clinker formed by the sintering process is usually easily soluble in dilute mineral acid like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, etc. The completeness of decomposition depends on the choice of reaction conditions, the amount of sintering agent, and the duration of the sintering process. Next, what is the principle? Sintering belongs to the group of solid phase reactions in which both reactants and products are solids. So, here we have a doubt. Sir, is there any reaction in the state of solid? Yes, sintering is like that. So, these processes are usually complicated and yet not very well understood. Generally, it is used to assume that solids connect be react together, but it is proved that the reaction in between solids can take place. Mean they can occupy the interstitial positions of different samples so that they can form different compounds. Next, the mixture of crystalline powders are heated together. The iron or molecules in the ion or molecules in the crystal lattice may overcome the lattice force and may replace each other in their respective positions. So, the rate of sintering process may depends on the activity of the substance. So the activity of the substance generally depend on almost 5 to 6 points. First one is method of preparation. Second one, presence of gaseous or liquid phase. Third one, mechanical factors. Fourth one, presence of foreign substances. Fifth one, the polarizability of the ions. Generally, the reactivity depends on the deformability of the crystal. The great deformability in the crystal structure, the greater is the reactivity. If the deformability is higher, then the reactivity is higher in case of solids. So, most frequently, the presence of liquid or gaseous phase may increase the sintering process. So, if there is liquid or gaseous phase is present, then it may increase the sintering process. So, here we have two best examples for sintering process. First one, decomposition of sample by sintering with sodium peroxide. So, majority of minerals may be decomposed by sintering with sodium peroxide in platinum crucibles. In this sintering, if the sample does not contain sulfides and the temperature is lower than 500 degrees Celsius, then platinum crucible will be prevented from the corrosion. So, the approximate measure of reactivity of the minerals has determined the amount of oxygen formed by the sintering. So, if you treat or sinter the sample with sodium peroxide, then there is a liberation of oxygen. If you titania, then it can liberate oxygen. If you take iron chromate, then it cannot produce oxygen. So that is the reason why the chromate mineral is resistant because oxygen is not evolved. So with sodium peroxide, if oxygen is liberated, then only it can be sintered, otherwise not. Next, the minerals that are decomposed by sintering with sodium peroxide are examples magnetite, you know the formula Fe3O4, gypsum CaSO4 2H2O, wolframite FeMnWO4. These are the formulas of different minerals which can be sintered by using sodium peroxide decomposition. The resistant minerals that are decomposed by sintering with sodium peroxide includes zircon, rutile, cassiterite, etc. The decomposition of thorium containing minerals readily takes place by sintering with 4 to 10 fold. 4 to 10 fold means just if the sample is 1 gram, you need to mix the sample with 4 times or to 10 times of the sodium peroxide in platinum crucible. You need to mix it. By prolonged sintering at 460 plus or minus 20 degrees Celsius, this type of decomposition is for the decomposition of thorite, monazite, etc. The decomposition by sintering with sodium peroxide is very useful for the decomposition of silicate minerals in which aluminum is determined. So, decomposition of minerals by sintering is advisable where large amount of samples are to dissolve. For example, cassiterite mineral dispersed in another minerals decomposed completely when compared to its pure form. Means if only cassiterite is present, then it cannot be decomposed completely when compared to which contains the impurities in it. Decomposition by sintering is suitable for the analysis of iron and molybdenum ores, slag, and sand. Next, decomposition of sample by sintering with sodium carbonate. The excess of alkali metals remaining after decomposition with carbonates hinders the chemical analysis. Means it cannot it can prevent the chemical analysis. Hence, the amount of flux must be decreased. The platinum crucibles are not required for sintering process with sodium carbonate, and frequently a nickel plate is sufficient for the decomposition. No need of platinum crucible. For complete decomposition of silicates, example, you can take 1 gram of finely grounded sample, that is silicate sample. You can add 2 gram of sodium carbonate containing 5% sodium nitrate and sinter in the platinum crucible for 120 to 180 minutes at 80 degrees Celsius. Then the clinker is moistened and dissolved in concentrated HCl. For the decomposition of acid rocks like granite, you can observe the formulas also. A short period of time, that is just 20 minutes at 750 degrees Celsius, is sufficient for the complete decomposition. If you take beryl minerals having the formula Be3Al2SiO3 6 times, decompose completely by sintering with sodium carbonate if the sintering temperature is raised to 1000 degrees Celsius. In the presence of air, after sintering, mass of molybdenite obtained is oxidized quantitatively to soluble molybdates. Sulfides are oxidized quantitatively by sintering with soda, that is sodium carbonate, and potassium nitrate. Clinker is dissolved in HCl. The selenides and tellurides of precious metals are also oxidized together with sulfides. Soluble sodium selenate forms on digestion of clinker with water. If telluride is found only in a small amount in solution, silver and aurum remain insoluble and present in the residue. If you go for chromite, it is completely decomposed if the sample is finely grounded like powder with a slight excess of sodium carbonate. Chromium is removed as chromium chloride, chromate chloride, by adding perchloric acid and HCl as volatile compounds. Iron, aluminum, magnesium, and calcium are going to solution. Next, sintering with sodium carbonate is used for the rapid decomposition of iron ore. Manganese ores are decomposed in the same way as iron ore. Stainless steel crucible is used to decompose 20 samples at a time. Chromomagnesite is decomposed as chromite. For example, 0.5 gram of chromomagnesite sample and add 0.4 gram of sodium carbonate and heat 10 minutes at 1000 degrees Celsius. The clinker dissolved in dilute H2SO4. So, it is about the sintering process. Today's assignment question: explain the decomposition of sample by sintering with sodium carbonate. Thank you for your kind attention to this class.